I recently built a blimp in Aviassembly, and a bunch of you guys jumped at me and said, why didn't you use balloons? And you know what? That is a good point. So today, we're going to be building another blimp with balloons. I say blimp, it's not actually going to be a blimp this time. This time it's just going to be like a random glider-shaped plane that hopefully should work out. So let's go ahead and do this. There we go. We'll zoom it backwards, shove that on there, do this. There we go. And then I'm just going to add some random little wings to this. There we go. Shove 2 of those on, please. And I guess we'll shove one of them on the top as well. There we go. But yeah, this thing, other than those wings right there, isn't going to have any wings. It's just going to have balloons. So, big balloon. Yes, let's go ahead and shove one directly in the center right there. Okay, I'll move it down a tiny bit. Interesting. This gives 2.5 lift and weighs 0.1. Alright, that is very interesting. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a little engine. I kind of want to go with a little electric engine, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and chuck this on here. I'm going to flip it over so it's pointing backwards. And we're just going to move it down into the actual vehicle itself. That looks awesome. Yeah, a tiny bit higher, maybe? And then zoom it back to here. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We're then going to go ahead and shove it on invert, and hopefully this thing will push us around. Maybe. Alright, well, now we're at this point in the video, which isn't really very far in. If you guys are enjoying it, please leave a like on the video down below. It'll help me out massively. Anyway, what we need now is landing gear, question mark? So, I want to use these side ones. I never use these. So, I'm going to try and chuck them on here, pointing downwards. Kind of like this. Yeah, sure. And then we'll go with like a little one in the middle. And hopefully that's fine. I don't know, it seems absolutely bizarre right now. But we'll go with it. Yeah, let's hope this works. Alright, we're also going to need one of these because we are going to be generating our own power, which is even more bizarre than normal. I'm going to shove that down here in the center, which is crazy, but I like it. We'll shove it upwards a little bit. And then we're going to shove a battery in here because that will help us out massively too. Alright, bring it down and in. Send it backwards into the aircraft. There we go. Alright guys, let's go, go, go. Get us in the air, please. Here we go. We got no wings, remember? So we're relying on thrust and the lift of the balloon. And it is kind of working. How bizarre is that? That is so weird. It's totally worked. Alright, let's go ahead and turn ourselves around. I'm going to try and use very little thrust here. I think we will actually fall out the sky if I use too little, though. So what I think I want to do is try and get more balloons in order to actually make us take off instantly, pretty much. Alright, so currently, how much does our plane weigh? 5.5. And our cargo space is 21. Okay, let's go ahead and grab ourselves, I don't know. Let's go with like 4 balloons. Yes. We're going to go ahead and drop this down. And I'm actually going to shove it forwards pretty much into this one. I know that's like not great or whatever, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We're then going to get ourselves 2 more. And we'll shove those next to each other to begin with. And then into each other they go. Yes. And then I guess forwards and down. There we go. Unfortunately, this one didn't actually do that? That's really weird. Anyway, bring this forwards. And there we go. I think that's 4 altogether. Is that 4 altogether? I could be wrong. Alright, well anyway, we're gonna sport. Whoa! Oh! Ah! I see. We didn't need any thrust to get us in the air. It is just, we're in the air. Alright, we need 1 less balloon, or 2 less balloons or something. Alright, let's see what it's like now. Oh, we still take off instantly. We need less. There we go. I deleted. I don't know how many I've deleted. I think I've only got 2 balloons in here. There we go. Okay. So the smallest amount of thrust. We should be able to actually fly with this. Yes! Oh, that's amazing. It totally works. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually limit that thrust then. Alright, so what I mean by that is we're going to go to the actual engine itself, and max speed of the engine, we're going to go really low, like 10%. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, floor it! Go, go, go! 10% is actually still... Oh, it's not actually that much. Okay, front landing gear is away. Can we take off from here? I don't know. I don't think we're going to get the right amount of speed out of this. Come on. Come on, please take off. Altitude is still 1. Our speed is 24. Okay. I think if I go off a cliff, we might be able to fly. Oh, we're falling. Oh, that's not good. Oh, idea. Some backup balloons. Backup balloons. There we go. Shove those guys on the sides, and I'm actually going to merge them in. That might actually do it. All right, here we go again. So we haven't increased our thrust. We've just increased our our lift. Oh my goodness. She's a floater. She's actually floating. I didn't think this is the way the balloons worked, but it totally is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is so much better than our blimp that we built before, and I might have to go back to that idea and actually use this and try and build a blimp that works like this, because, I mean, look at it. It is actually flying. The thing is, I don't know how we're supposed to descend. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really using any thrust to go up. We're just flying upwards. So that's a bit bizarre. We might have to install an engine that points down and drags us towards the ground, but again, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull ourselves around here. Hopefully, we can actually get around and maybe land back on the island. Although, it's not really going too well. Yeah, you see, the thing is, I'm gonna have to, like, point directly down towards the ground. And even then, even when we land, it is gonna want to try and take off again. All right, there we go. We're down on the ground. you actually can't land this thing. Okay, right. Well, anyway, although this was a very short video, I think I'm gonna end this one here. If you guys have any ideas on what you want to see next, let me know in the comments down below. But this is bizarre. This is absolutely bizarre. I'm gonna return and actually do something with balloons soon, because this is cool.